So, I feel like I've been very, very spoiled this year. So this is my big birthday unboxing. I just turned 30 at the beginning of this month. You're seeing this a little bit later than I usually post it. But yeah, it was my 30th. I don't normally celebrate my birthday, but this year was actually a very, very good one. I had an amazing birthday and an amazing birthday weekend with some friends. It's like the best birthday I've had in a very, very long time. And this is the icing on the cake. Essentially, the little cherry on top. The majority of these I think are from my patrons who I've already expressed gratitude to because they already do so much, and to go out of their way and also want to gift me something for my birthday is just, I'm so appreciative. And I don't often get mushy. I'm not a sentimental or like a expressive, emotionally expressive person, but it just fills me with such gratitude that there are just such kind people out there in a world where not everyone is a great person, you know. So the kindness of people continues to baffle me, but I am of course eternally appreciative. And if you didn't give me anything for this, I still appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who takes the time to watch my videos, to sit through the ads, to interact with me in the comments. You all are the best, and it's at this time that I like to express my gratitude just in general for this community that I've built here on YouTube. So thank you so much to anybody who did contribute. I think the majority of these are books. That makes the most sense. But I also think that there is potentially a little bit of chocolate in here as well. And I also think that there are a couple of surprises. So thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone. And as we get through this, I'll obviously read the gift notes and thank you all individually. But I would recommend grabbing yourself a drink and maybe also grabbing yourself a snack, because we do have quite a big stack to get through. The majority of them are what I'm assuming are like single book packages, and we have a couple of bigger boxes down at the bottom, but we have 22 things to open in total. I'm really glad actually. I normally do this on my birthday, but because I had plans on my birthday, I didn't have time. But I'm really glad that I'm doing this now because it's like having a second birthday and I'm so excited. So yeah, we're gonna start with this stack, I guess. I'm balancing here before it completely disintegrates. Ah! Cracking into the stack, we'll start off with, I'm not going to show you them all actually, that'll take forever. Oh, this might be a Vila Roth. It is Blood Union Part 1, which is book number 5 in the Blood Grace series. This one is from Anna. Thank you very much, Anna. It says, happy 30th, Stunner. I hope it's the best for you. It's already pretty good, and I have pretty exciting things planned for the rest of the year. So I do think this may be my best year yet. But this one, I think there's going to be a lot of books in this series in this haul. So I'll give you the series synopsis now, and then we can save time later. But this one is the 5th book in the Blood Grace series. I think the next book that I'm actually going to be picking up is the 2nd book in this series, but it is a indie fantasy romance series. It has a very like slow political plot line and a very unique take on vampires. So we're following our main character called Cassia, who is desperate to meet a Hesperine. So she's the bastard daughter of the king, and she normally does everything she can to avoid him, but because she wants to meet a Hesperine, who is like an immortal creature, she ends up following the royal court to their summer residence, where a peace treaty is taking place to, or like a negotiation to renegotiate terms to a peace treaty that lapsed a long time ago, and the Hesperines are coming to the mortal lands to try and re-establish this treaty, and they're not treated very well. Essentially, they are seen as like hideous monsters, so they're not expecting like things to go very well. The romance in it is slow burn. We have a cinnamon roll love interest. The love interest is one of the Hesperines, and what seems to be from the first book a very like political fantasy plotline. This is also the series that my Patreon book club are currently reading. We're locked into this for the entirety of 2023, so I will be getting to this one later in the year, and thank you very much to Anna for gifting this one to me. Okay, we're gonna start a stack of cardboard boxes in the back. This one is another chunky one, so maybe another one in that series because they're all absolute bricks. This one is, oh, this is from Hannah. Thank you so much, Hannah. Hannah has a channel. Anyone who does have a channel, I will link it down in the description box. It says, because reading, oh wait a minute, there's two. Happy birthday. day. Hope you have a great day. Sorry, not sorry for choosing you a chunk of a book. I think the majority of the books on my wish list were actually chunks. I mean, it's the hazard of being a fantasy reader. But this one I am particularly excited about. We also have Snacks, which is a little Tony's Chocolonely selection box. This is actually my favorite chocolate. It's something about how like chunky it is, I think. Like, you know how everyone loves a Yorkie bar? Kind of like that vibe. But yeah, I think it is the chunkiness of the chocolate that makes it so good. But the book that Hannah has gifted me is The Mask of Mirrors by M.A. Carrick. Now, I actually don't know very much about this, but every single time I go into Waterstones and I'm in the fantasy section, I am drawn to this book, and I always have been, like every single time that I've seen it. Now, I don't know for sure, but I'm hoping that there is some sort of like Italian inspiration in this. If you know, please let me know, because it feels very Venetian in theme and like cover, but I don't know for sure. And there's a possibility. Wait, did I just see Venetian? That was like a word that stuck out when I was flicking through, and I will never ever find that word again. But do let me know, because I really would love to have this as my book club pick for the Rome group trip that's going on a little bit later this year. There's a group trip that like you guys could join me on if you so chose. The link is always in my description box, but we're going to Rome and Florence, and I want to have like a little bit of a book club. We have like a free afternoon where I want to find someone nice to sit and have a little bit of a discussion, and this I feel would be a good one because of how drawn to it I've been. But this one is about a con artist who has come to the sparkling city of Nadezra to trick her way into a noble house to secure a fortune and her sister's future. There's also corrupt nightmare magic in here. The city is also known as the City of Dreams, and it seems very political because it has like poisonous noble feuds, shadowy dangers, and impoverished underbelly, and it sounds like it has a lot of intrigue in it. So yeah, let me know if you know anything about the setting of this. I mean, I'm interested regardless, but it would be really cool if this did have an Italian inspiration. Oh, this one is Stolen Air by Sophie Lark, and this one is from, oh my god, it doesn't say. There's a gift note, but it doesn't say who it's from. It says, thanks for being so supported and all you did. Oh, it's Cass. It's Cass. Cass did message me and say there was a gift as like a thank you for hosting Realmathon or helping to co-host Realmathon, which she said she didn't know if there was a note in it. It says, thanks for being so supportive and all you did for Realmathon this year. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Cassidy. This one is the sequel to, I think book one is called, actually no, the series is Brutal Birthright. The first one is called Brutal Prince, and it's a mafia romance, which I'm very new to mafia romance, about a warring Italian and Irish mafia family, and the Italian family kids, oh my god, what's it called? They crash the party of one of the Irish mafia family's kids, and while the main character is there, she accidentally, like, she's looking at stuff and she's startled, so she tucks this watch into her pocket, and the eldest son of the Irish family thinks that she's stolen it. So he hunts her and her brother down and ends up injuring her brother. So these two families are gearing up to go to war, and the patriarchs come together and actually suggest that the families, like, they've lost too many members as casualties of this endless war, essentially. So they negotiate a marriage of convenience, and the two main characters like have to get married and like join the family instead. It's a hate to love with like a forced marriage trope in it, and the sequel is following the daughter, like I don't know if she's the only daughter, but I'm assuming she's going to be the second oldest of the Griffin family, which is the Irish mafia family, and each book in this series follows one of the siblings from like both of the families. The thing that I really liked about the first book in this series is that it's like super immersive, super addictive, super readable. So while I didn't actually love the romance between them, like I wasn't shipping the couple and rooting for them necessarily, I really enjoyed like just how much of it, I just enjoyed reading the book. So I'm really excited to continue on with this one. I think I read the first one in like 24 hours as well, so thank you very much to Cass for sending this one my way, and you're welcome. I love hosting Realmathon. Oh, it is The House of Beating Wings by Olivia Wildenstein. This is super pretty. I wish that I could, the second one isn't available on Amazon. It is on my wish list, but oh my god. But you can't buy it. It says see alternative buying options, which is very frustrating because the author Olivia Wildenstein is going to be at Rare later this year. So I want them to take to be signed. I really hope it's not being like traditionally published, and that's why. This one is a gift from Ash. I mean, this is a must love you from Ash. Thank you so much, Ash. Y'all know Ash. Ash already does the most and sends me random things. I don't think that this is the only thing from Ash that's in here as well. So thank you very much. You absolutely didn't need to. You already do the most. But this one is a fairy romance. I picked it up because Olivia Wildenstein is at Rare, and I actually didn't really think anything of it. I didn't know anything about it. I literally just picked it up because fairies and Olivia Wildenstein is going to be at Rare, and I ended up really liking this one. It's a little bit messy and it takes a while for everything to kind of like start to come together, but it's about a girl who is half fae, and she is like, she went to school with the prince and their friends, and he's like full fae and the half fae like really looked down upon. So he comes back from wherever he's been for the last few years, and she really wants to be with him. She's like in love with him, but one day her friend takes her to a party where she meets this like psychic who tells her that if she assembles, or if she finds, I think it's 5 iron crows, she will become the queen of the realm. So she takes this to mean that she's going to marry the prince, and she goes off on this quest without really knowing what it entails. There is also a couple more races aside from the fae in here. There's humans who are very much like the bottom of society, but there's also a race of like sorceresses and another one in here as well. So I ended up really enjoying it and enjoying book 2. It just, I feel like it takes like a good 30% for everything to start coming together in the book to have any direction. But thank you very much to Ash for this one. Next, oh, this one's from Steph. Happy birthday, beautiful. I hope you have the best day, Steph. Thank you so much. I love how it says Steph from Steph Loves, as though I wouldn't. I mean, there are other Stephs in the world, but how could it be any other Steph than Steph? You know? But this one is Red Country by Jo Abercrombie. This is, as you guys know, Catch Up Book Club are doing First Law Along this year into 2024, where we read all of the books in the First Law series by Jo Abercrombie. I gotta say, this is very shiny. For a £10.99 full price, like standard trade price paperback, she is not nice. Like, all of the rest of the ones I have are matte. This is not. It's not. I'm not feeling it. I actually don't know very much about this one, but that is purely because I'm not this far into the series yet, because the structure of the series is a trilogy, 3 standalones, a collection of short stories, and then another trilogy. This one, all I can tell you is that it is one of the standalones, and I'm not going to look into it any more than that because spoilers. But this one, like the world overall, is a grimdark, an adult grimdark series set in a world that is kind of like on the edge of going to war. Like the Union are the main controlling body, and the North are causing a bit of trouble. The South are potentially brewing and like ready to go to war. And we also have the reappearance of like a legendary mage who is has kind of like reappeared out of history, and he's setting off on a quest to interfere with like the magical powers of the world as well. So there's a lot going on in the series, and it's one of those where the plot kind of reveals itself slowly as you read through the series. But all I know about this one is that it is a standalone that you read sometime after the first trilogy. We're 5 books in and I already have a sore throat. This one is very thin, so I'm thinking potentially a comic. Yes, this is one of the Buffy comics. This one says, "This felt like the most fitting gift, to be honest. Happy birthday, love, Sophie." Thank you so much, Sophie. This one, oh, this one's Angel and Spike, Volume 1, All the Devils Are Here. So this one is part of the Buffy comic reboot series. There are, I think, about like 8 volumes of Buffy, 1 volume of Willow, 2 volumes of Angel, and then Angel turns into Angel and Spike. So while this is volume 1 of Angel and Spike, overall it's like volume 3 of Angel, and it's essentially like a reboot of the 90s TV shows. Like, well, does Angel start? I think Angel starts in the year 2000 or 2001, but it's a 90s, Buffy is a 90s TV show about like the one girl in all the world who fights back against the forces of darkness. She's the vampire slayer, and it's been modernized. It's set in 2019. It has like more representation, modern clothing, like more technology and that kind of thing, and it's a series I've been really enjoying. And actually I've been enjoying Angel more than Buffy, which is a little bit odd, so thank you very much to Sophie for sending this one. This one is from Tracy. Oh, bless you, Tracy. It says, "Happy birthday, Becca. I hope you have a fab day." Thank you very much, Tracy. This one is, I don't have my glasses on, so I actually cannot see a thing. Like, I think you can see the cover. I see absolutely nothing. Oh, it's You Love Me by Caroline Kepnes. So this one is the 3rd book in the You series, which is a series that I really like, but I had to buy the hardback of book 3 when it was released so that I could read it. And now that the paperback has been released, I've unhauled the hardback and I just want the paperback, because like I don't have a hardback of the first 2 and I wouldn't want one anyway. It's the kind of book that I really don't mind owning in paperback. But this one is, y'all know what this is because the Netflix show is based on it, but this is about a guy who seems like a normal, ordinary guy. He actually seems like a soft boy, like a nice guy, and he works in a bookshop in New York City. It's told in second perspective, so it's like he's like addressing the reader, and a girl walks into his bookstore and he very quickly becomes obsessed with her and starts to stalk her, and the story escalates from there. Now, the third installment wasn't the best. I feel like it's one of those, like, what is it E.L. Smith? No. The author of The Vampire Diaries, where the series is kind of like didn't need to continue, but it's making money off the back of the TV show. I feel like that's happening with this series. I feel like it's just getting a little bit out of hand, but I do really still enjoy these books. So yeah, I will continue reading them. I think the fourth one's just been released as well. So thank you very much to Tracy for sending me a paperback of this one. This one is from Meg. It says, happy birthday, who doesn't love a copy of a book you know you love? Hope you have the best day, from Meg. Thank you so much, Meg. That is so funny because this is Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood, which, as you guys know, is one of my favorite books of 2023. The reason why I wanted a paperback of this is that I do actually want to annotate this, The Love Hypothesis, and The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. So I want to do like a full, you know, like highlighter, write in comments around the edges, that kind of thing, but I'm not going to do that in my Illumicrate version, so I wanted a paperback to be able to do that. But this one is the second of Ali Hazelwood's like full-length standalone STEM novels, where we're following a girl who is offered a job at NASA doing the like biology aspect of these helmets for astronauts, but she has to work with an engineer, obviously, because he's doing like the engineer's doing the tech part, and the guy that is the engineer is somebody who she went to university with and absolutely hates her. So she doesn't hate him and she has no idea why he hates her, but as they work together, I don't know, some things might happen. Typical Ali Hazelwood. If you like The Love Hypothesis and you want more of the same, you'll also really like Love on the Brain, so thank you to Meg for sending me a copy to annotate. This one's a heavy one. After all of that, you didn't get book 6, you need it. Happy birthday, you beautiful, beautiful person, from Ash. This one is Shadowlands by Stacey Marie Brown. So I ordered a bunch of Waterstones books and they took like 7 months to arrive. I think at the time that I placed the order, this hadn't been released yet, so I got, like, I ordered 3 to 5 and then I never ordered 6 from Waterstones because they took so long to deliver them to me. So thank you very much, Ash. This one is the last book in the Savage Land series, which is like it's a fantasy romance, but it feels kind of post-apocalyptic, and it's following a girl who was born at the moment that the veil between the world of the Fae and the humans fell. So the city of Budapest has been split into two. We have like the Fae section and the human section, and the main character is actually the ward of the king because her father was this like legendary general, but he died when she was like very, very young. So she's been raised alongside the prince, who is her best friend and who she's also in love with, but they can't be together because of like their duty to the kingdom to like form alliances and that kind of thing. So one day when the main character she steals drugs from trains to put them onto the black market so that the people who need the money benefit from it instead of the elite. And one day she's doing that and she gets caught at the checkpoint between the two halves of the city and thrown into this like really dark, horrible Fae prison, where she meets this like legendary figure of the war, Warwick Farkas. Oh, we have 2 in here and I'm very, very excited about one of them. These are from Claire. Thank you so much. Full disclosure, got you this one because I like the sound of it myself. And this one says getting these during live, so hopefully it won't be doubled up on it. Thank you very much, Claire. I don't know what this other one is, but the one that I saw that I was very excited about is Dreaming Some Volume 5 by Ichigo Takano. You know how I have struggled with this series because it just went out of print during lockdown. Like, I just could not get hold of it anymore, so my progress in this series was put on hold. I've been desperate to continue because I love this so much. I don't know what it is about contemporary manga and contemporary comics that I love so much that I don't love in any other format, but this one has a bizarre setup because it's about a girl who is very jealous because her parents, or her father and his new wife, have a new baby. So she decides that she's moving out and she meets this guy who's drunk and passed out in the park, and he offers her a place to stay, like that she can come and live with him providing she fulfills like these 3 stipulations. The first one is that I think she tells him why she moved out. The second is that she finds his missing house key, and the third is that she has a dream and falls in love. So she moves into this this house. It's kind of like a young adult new girl. She's only a teenager. She moves in this house with this landlord who's the guy who was passed out in the park and these 2 other teenage boys, and she like starts to develop a crush on one of them. It is very new girly and it's just very like light and funny, which is why I enjoy it. But yeah, I've been desperate to continue and it didn't exist. I couldn't get it. So thank you very much, Claire. And then the one that I don't know what it is, oh, I do know what it is. It's Bewitched by Laura Thalassa. Of course I do. This one is the first book in Laura Thalassa's new series. I haven't looked into it because I'm already a fan of Laura Thalassa, but I do know that this connects to the Bargainer series, which is a series that I already love. This one is in the same world as the Bargainer, but while the Bargainer series is about the Fae, this is about the witches. That's all I know, but as you guys know, I love the Bargainer series. I liked the Four Horsemen series, and I'm really excited to read more from the Bargainer world. So thank you very much, Claire. It's because on the bottom of here it says just Bewitched, and because this is so new, I kind of forgot that that's what it was called. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I've been struggling to read recently. I haven't been in a reading mood, and this is really doing it for me. Who's done this? Who sent me this? Was this Ash? Was this Ash? It is! Of course it is. I know you hate these bags, but you also kind of need this one. And then what does the other one say? Tell your dad. Tell your dad I said hi. Oh my god, right. This is once again from Ash. The first thing is Dick Fight Island by Rayburn Ike. This is a manga about a group of guys who are on an island and they enter a tournament that they have to fight with their dicks. So kind of what it says on the tin. I've heard that the storyline in this is actually good. I've never read like a smutty manga before. So this is really something that, you know what though? I'm not mad about this art on the back at all. So yeah, I'll give it a go. I know Gavin really likes it, and I know one of my friends, like one of Ashley's friends, I think really likes it and says that the plot's actually good. So we'll see. And then the bag that Ash is talking about is, oh my god, she got me a oh, she knows that I hate totes. I don't hate totes, I just have a lot of totes. But yes, I do need this because it's an all too well one. It says all too well, they say all's well that ends well. Thank you, Ash. You know what? I don't love toes, but I do love this one. It is so cute. Maybe I'll take this one to New York. I don't know if I'm mad at you for this though. We'll see how it goes. This one I think is the book that is the new you book. I've got such a TBR and I just want to read these books. This one's from Ben. It says, happy birthday, Becca. Hope you have the best one for your 30th. Ben, thank you so much, Ben. This is the new Caroline Kepner's book, which is For You and Only You. I couldn't tell you what the synopsis of this one was, even if I did know, because spoilers, but I haven't actually looked at the synopsis of this. Like with the third one, I'm not expecting this to be the best one, especially based on the craziness of book 3. But I do like reading Joe's exploits. Like, man lives a wild life. So I'm sure that this one will be entertaining. Hopefully I enjoy it more than I enjoy book 3. I can't stop reading about Joe. So thank you very much to Ben for sending this one my way. Hopefully I do enjoy it. All's well that ends well, but I'm in a new hell every time you double cross my mind. Moving over here, this one is heavy. Oh, this one is Blood Union Part 2, which is book 6 in the Blood Grace series. This one's from Shona. It says, happy birthday, hope you have an amazing time in NYC. I went last year for my honeymoon and you need to check out 375 Chicken and Fries. Loving this series so far for the Alpha Hope Book Club. Thank you very much, Shona, and I will for sure check that out. These actually have a very slight colour difference, which I'm glad about, because I imagine with them being like a part 1 and 2, I thought it was going to be like confusing. And now we're going to be starting on this stack. Is this? See, this is the Heroes by Joe Abercrombie in like the normal matte cover. So why is Red Country so shiny? This one I do know about. This one says 3 men, 1 battle, no heroes. This is the only standalone that I know anything about in the first law, and I think it is 1 battle from the perspective of 3 people who are fighting in that battle. This is actually the one in the series that I'm the most worried about, because y'all know I don't like battle scenes at the best of times, although I do really like how Joe Abercrombie writes war. So I'm interested to see what I think about this one essentially, but I'm very intimidated. And this one is always from Steph. Happy birthday, my thirst top buddy. Love Steph. Once again, Steph from Steph Loves. Thank you, my love. Look at you providing me what I need for my book club. I feel like this one's chocolate. Oh my god, I didn't realize this was such a big box of chocolate. Oh my god, is she huge? Who got me this? Steph again. Oh my god, Steph. Happy birthday, babe. I hope you enjoy these. I will. Have you seen the size of this? Gillian seashells are a real nostalgia thing for me because they're the chocolates that my mum would put on top of the trifle every Christmas. As like, cause like you'd make the trifle and then put like little chocolates on top of the cream. I don't think that's something that everyone does because a lot of people do like hundreds and thousands. But in my household, we put Gillian truffles on top. So I have big nostalgia for them. So thank you very much, Steph, for these. Another big old chunky parcel. This feels like it might have more than one in. If this is one book, then RIP me when I'm reading it because it's heavy. Oh, it's gift wrapped. The gift note on this says, a beautiful book for a beautiful person. So it's just one book, I think. Hope you have an amazing birthday. Thank you for the content and community, from Kate. Thank you very much, Kate. Why is she so chunky? Oh, I know. I didn't realize this was so thick. Oh my god. This is the illustrated edition of Assassin's Quest by Robin Hobb. Oh my god, she is thick. She is heavy. I'm actually really glad it's this book though, because I don't actually have to sit and read it because I have a paperback copy, but I love these so much. I'm gonna sit and look at the illustrations later. Oh my god, look at my fits, he's all grown up. This one is, of course, it's the final book in the Farseer trilogy by Robin Hobb, which is the story of our boy Fitz, who is the bastard son. I haven't done this in a while, can I still do it? He's the bastard son of the prince-in-waiting in chivalry, and his maternal grandfather has enough of him and like drops him on the steps of the keep and tells him to go back to his father. So he's transported to his father, who's abdicated the throne in shame and moved to the countryside. So Fitz is left with the stable master Burrich, who raises him until he comes of an age where the king starts to take an interest in him, and then he's trained to become the royal assassin. Look at me go, I still got it. But yeah, one of my favorite series ever, and I needed Assassin's Quest to round out the set. So thank you very much to Kate for sending this one to me. There are two pretty chunky books in here. Oh, who did this? Is there a gift receipt in these? I don't think there is. There's a receipt, but there's no gift note. So if you gifted these to me, please do let me know. Because this is Her Soul to Take and Her Soul for Revenge by Harley LaRue, which I read Her Soul to Take last year, loved it, 5 stars, one of my favorites of the year. Her Soul for Revenge was a little bit disappointing, but I am still really interested in reading the third book. Like the second book wasn't, it was 2 stars, but not in a way that like I'm not going to continue. But this is a like paranormal horror-ish romance series following 3 different couples who are all participating in this plot to take down a family that are sacrificing people to the god that slumbers underneath the town, so that the god rises up, and it's obviously like a demonic kind of god. So it does deal with like BDSM and like a lot of what people would describe as like really intense or extreme kinks. So if you are interested in picking up this series, then do look up a full kink list. But essentially this one's more of a slow burn, and I liked the kinks in this one a lot more. And this one, the kinks are more things like piercing and blood play and pain, and also the smut starts a lot earlier in this one, which is why I didn't like this one as much. But the relationships in here are between human women and demons. So thank you very much. I'm gonna take a picture of these and put them in my Discord and see if anybody lets me know that they sent me them. But if not, if this was you, please let me know so that I can thank you properly. This one sounds like it potentially also has chocolate in. And this one is, oh, she looks like she's a book and some chocolate. And this one is from Shannon. It says, happy birthday, my love. I hope you enjoy your gifts and have a birthday that is as amazing as you are, from Shannon. Thank you very much. The book in here is Blood Solace, which is the second book in the series, and this is the one that I'm actually going to be picking up pretty soon once I finish the last like 60 pages I have of my current read. So thank you very much to Shannon for this one. And the chocolate Brazil nuts. I love chocolate Brazil nuts. I normally get a bag for Christmas every year, and I didn't last year, so I put them on my wish list for my birthday because your girl can't cope without them. This one's a hardback, which intrigues me because I don't think I had many hardbacks on there. Is The Kiss Curse by Erin Sterling, which is the sequel to the XX. So this is a series. Oh my god, Bruce just woken up and realized there's cardboard everywhere, so I feel like she's about to have a field day. But is there a note in here actually first? Oh, it's from Lamia. Happy birthday, Becca. Hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you for being here. Bless you, my love. Thank you so much. But this one is the sequel to the XX, which is a like, it's a fantasy romance, but more in the style of like a cozy fantasy than like a typical fantasy romance. And and it also to me reads in the style of a contemporary romance, but with a little like spooky Halloween town kind of twist. And we're following a witch who had, I think it was when she was in college, she was with a guy and he like went back to England and broke her heart. So she was drunk in the bath and she cursed him with a Bath and Body Works candle, not thinking she is a witch, but she didn't take it seriously because it wasn't like a proper ritual. And then when he comes back to town, because he's part of like the founding family of the town, he comes to recharge the ley lines and everything starts to go horribly wrong, and she realized that she did actually curse him. So I loved the first book and gave it 5 stars, and this one is following her friend who's called Gwyn. And I think, does she own the magic shop in town? Yeah, she runs a successful witchcraft shop, but the town in this is kind of like the town in Hocus Pocus, which is Salem. I just remembered. But it has like, it's known for being like witchy and ooky spooky, and it's kind of like reading a romance set in like Halloween town, which was really cute. So thank you very much Lamia for this one. I feel like if I read some of these, because I have like Kiss Curse and For You and Only You, I feel like I could whip through books in days, but I don't have a lot of time to read in May, and I have books on my TBR that like need reading. I just want to read this stack of books instead. This one is heavy, but like with the shape of it, I'm like, are you an art book? I don't think you are, but that's what you feel like. Oh no, we have multiple books in here. We have a gift note. These ones are from Amanda. It says, happy birthday, Becca. Thank you so much for your wonderful spirit and videos. Wishing you all the best from Amanda. Thank you so much. This is potentially 2 Blood Grace books, which would that be 3 and 4? Yeah. Blood Sanctuary Part 1, which is book 3. And Blood Sanctuary Part 2, which is book 4. And do these have these don't have a different color palette, they are the same color, but yeah, book 3 and 4 in the same series, and the only ones that are like a reasonable length, like as you can see, everything else is pretty thick. And thank you so much to Amanda obviously for those 2. All we have left now, I think, is the 2 bigger boxes. So my box cutter is up here. We'll start with this one, which doesn't feel like it has like I feel like it's an odd shaped item. This one's addressed to Becca as well, so it's not come off my wish list. It's come from somebody who has my address and has like actually sent it to me. Oh, this is Harry. Happy birthday, Becca. I hope you have a wonderful day, from Harry. Oh, Harry's got me Deadline by Mira Grant, which is the 2nd book in the Newsflash series. It's like a zombie series, and it's not what I expected it to be, but it's set in like, it's after the zombie apocalypse, where people like America has re-established a society, and this guy is running for president, but he's like a little bit more liberal than the current president or any president that's come before him. So he's employed bloggers who were like revolutionary and very important during the apocalypse to like broadcast the presidency. And the end actually shocked me, but I accidentally spoiled myself for this because I picked it up in Waterstones, and I did that thing, do you know, where you see how long the book is and you read the last sentence and the last sentence is a spoiler? Well, I did that. I didn't love the first book, but I'm intrigued. It's definitely not the kind of book that I thought it was going to be, but I do want to continue, so thank you very much to Harry for that one. And the other thing in here is Tiny Toony Chocolonely. There's 8 different flavors in here. I didn't know they did 8 flavors, although they do have new ones, because I have a bar of the new one that I haven't tried yet. But this is so cute because it's little tiny ones. I think some of these flavors are definitely ones that I haven't tried before, so thank you very much to Harry for these. I love how my patrons just know, because there was no Tony's Chocolonely on my wish list, so Hannah and Harry just know what like some of my favorite chocolates are. And the final one is this big one here. Oh my god. Is this one is, who's this from? This is from Deb. Wishing you the absolute best birthday and a 30th year full of happy, Becca. I'm so happy to have met you in this bookish world and look forward to meeting you and being a small part of your year of travels. Deb's coming on the group trip to Rome, which I'm so excited about. Oh my god. But Deb has gotten me the Soldier Sun series by Robin Hobb, which is Robin Hobb's other series that isn't the Farseer or anything to do with the Realm of the Eldlings. And I know that it's not as good. Like, I've been told by a lot of people that the Realm of the Eldlings is better, but I just want to read it, you know, because Robin Hobb's like my favorite author, because I obviously know absolutely nothing about this. It's just Hobb. It's just a fantasy series by Hobb, so I'm very intrigued. But it's the Soldier Sun trilogy. This is the 2nd one. Oh my god, it's huge. The first one is Shaman's Crossing, and the covers on these do kind of match the Eldlings ones as well. Oh, Sexual Plague. It's like a military fantasy with a sexual plague. Now I'm concerned but I will give it a try. And yeah, like I don't know very much about that. I've just heard it's not as good as the Eldlings, but I would never dare to believe that it could be, to be honest. But thank you very much to Deb for these. So this is I have multiple stacks here. I don't know if I can combine these into a stack. I don't know if it's gonna all go horribly wrong. Oh my god. Okay, where's the weaknesses in the middle? Oh my god, thank you so much, everybody. I'm so excited to read some of these. I kind of just wanna, I have so much I need to do. I think when you're watching this, I'm in New York, so I filmed it like in advance, obviously. So at the time of filming, like I'm in the prep stage where I'm prepping this so that you can see it in New York. So I can't just get rid of all of my responsibilities and sit and read all afternoon, but that's what I want to do right now. So thank you once again to everybody who's contributed to this haul. I appreciate you all so much, and I hope to bring you some glowing reviews of some of these books, especially Dick Fight Island, because I know y'all are intrigued, y'all want to know my thoughts. But also thank you so much to you just general, like if you've watched this to the end, thank you. If you supported my channel for a while, thank you. If you leave comments on my videos, if you like, if you just watch, if you're just a silent subscriber, thank you. But yeah, that's my birthday haul. Down in the comments, let me know which of these books you think that I will like the most, or let me know if you've seen any books that you are potentially interested in through watching this video. But aside from that, guys, please don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to. If you head into my description box, you'll find a link to my Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter if you'd like to follow me on any of those, as well as a link to my Bookish candle website, the Etsy for that, and a 10% off discount code. But that's it from me today, guys. Bye!
Oh, you bite your friend like chocolate. You say you will go where nobody knows, with guns hidden under our petticoats. We're never gonna quit it, no, we're never gonna quit it, no.